Derrick Rose. I felt like this was another inspirational story. You look at Derrick Rose's career, this guy was phenomenal. He was 101. Athletic point guard, the most athletic point guard I've ever seen. Him and Russell Westbrook. Like he was but to me, I would give Derrick Rose like his speed, his motor, it was second to none. Like that man was dominant. And he achieved a lot in such early age. He's the youngest MVP.
Why not? Why can't I be the MVP of the league?
I remember that. And people just knew he was gonna bring Chicago back to prominence, to where it was with Jordan. Maybe not 6 championships, nobody saw that, but they felt like he could at least win them one. You know, this Bulls team was coming together, and you had that one-man show. Derrick Rose and the Bulls. And he took the league by storm, and the next thing you knew, boom, it was all over. And that's life, man. Life. Trust me when I tell you this. Life. It don't matter. Everybody can be touched. It don't matter if you're a billionaire. Here's a billionaire. His money did not save his ACL. Did not save his career at the top. Now, Derrick Rose still ended up having a long NBA career. And it was a battle. I know it was a battle mentally, emotionally, spiritually, because you work your whole entire life to achieve something, and that dream comes true, and then it all comes crashing down. Who wouldn't fall into depression? Who wouldn't feel? Because we just, as human beings, we have expectations. That's all we have to hold on to is hope. Expectations is hope. Hope is expectations. We expect when we die, if we've lived a good life, we've given our life over to Jesus, then he'll say, well done, my good and faithful servant. You led us into the pearly gates. That's an expectation. That is hope. We hope and pray every day to God that our life will work out in a way that is satisfying to us. Whether we just keep it real, we do. We don't pray for things that's gonna make us sad, hurt us. At least we don't think we do. Or try not to. Most of us praying that we could pay our bills, praying for a loved one that is sick in the hospital. And we have this hope, this expectation, that if we work hard enough, we can live a life that's satisfying to God. Come through. That's our expectation. It was the same thing, like you have an expectation. Like Derrick Rose expected to have a long career on the top. He wanted to be one of the best players, if not the best player in the league. And he was arguably the best player in the league, one of the best players. He definitely was one of the best players. You don't win MVP finals. He was one of the best players, top player. People would have thought in the trajectory he was at, people believe he retired, he was the first pilot Hall of Fame. He won an MVP at 22 years old. So, not even LeBron had done that. So, people had these expectations. He had expectations. And then injuries derailed his career, and he was never the same. He never got back to that spot. That would hurt any of us. Like working for a company, that company's phenomenal, and you get all types of promotions and raises, and then it goes under. You're able to get a new job, but you ain't nowhere. You never reach back to where you was in that other company. That jump where hurts any of us. But that man kept going. Kept persevering, and people love Derrick Rose for it, because it gives us all hope. It ain't about just sports, man. This is not just about sports. It's the lessons we can learn from these sports, from these stories. That man kept going. He did not give up on life. Though his expectations were crumbled, he kept going. He kept playing. He kept trying. And that's inspiration to me. Lets me know that no matter what I go through in life, I may never be the same as I was. That doesn't mean I gotta give up. That doesn't mean that I give up on life or give up on my dream. If it's still possible, I'm gonna maximize what I can. I'm gonna get the most out of it that I can. Don't give up. That's my message to whoever listening to this video. Keep going. There's people out there that have been through what you've been through. There's people out there that have suffered like you suffered. They have hurt like you hurt. They have faced. It's nothing to be ashamed and embarrassed about. We all fall. No matter how big we all can fall. That's why they say the bigger you are, the harder you fall. You see billionaires, some of the biggest people face scandals. It's hope for them. But and they end up going to jail because they bad choices. But you gotta keep on going. Even if that's you made a bad choice. As long as you got breath in your body, it's not too late. It's not too late to repair relationships. It's not too late to make amends. It's not too late to keep pursuing that dream goal that you have. It's not too late. Keep going, man. Because life is gonna have its lows. It hits us all. In fact, it hit Derrick Rose. Some people look at these athletes like they're gods. I don't believe they are. They're human beings just like the rest of us. Some people do. And look, these people that people put on these high pedestals, they face life like we face life. It ain't just injury. Sometimes it's financial. Sometimes it's in marriage. Sometimes it's in their personal life. That's why some of them just like life is bigger than basketball, because they face things that they ain't gonna tell you behind the scenes, and they put things in perspective. That life is more than what they do. They're more than just their profession. That might be what they're known for. That might be what they're famous for. But that's not who they are. These are real people, real human beings, families, life. It's more than just a game of 2K you put in and all they do is play basketball all day. They don't live no other type of life. No, these people live real lives, face real challenges, face mental health issues like we do. Money don't prevent it. Success don't prevent it. Stability don't prevent it. Yeah, that's why I keep my faith in God. Keep my faith in God. Life is unpredictable. I don't know what tomorrow. I don't know what the rest of today gonna be. But I want to keep and want to encourage other people that's going to keep going. Anyway, tell me your thoughts in the comment section. Like, subscribe if you really enjoy my content.